Are you in the middle of having a good day? I hope you are. My name is Kenny Glick. You want to learn how to trade? I can show you, and I'll do it for 2 weeks for nothing. And if today was your first day, you now know who the Messiah of trading is, the prophet of profit, the Abraham of assets, the Barak of bread, the Cain of cash, the David of ducats, the Elijah of earnings, the Frank of funds, the Glick of gelt. If you were with us last night, I gave you a few ideas. I gave you a few things that you should be looking out for tomorrow, right? And I got to tell you, after the activity in the aftermarket, I thought today would be kind of boring. But we came in with a plan. We're shorting Apple, we're shorting Amazon, we're shorting Reddit, we're shorting WDC, we're shorting STX, we're shorting the Qs. And then HKD came along and we started buying that. And a little open. So basically, other than HKD, which came out of nowhere, but it was on our earnings list and it was awesome, every trade did exactly what we wanted it to do. And you don't really get perfect days. And look, a lot of these trades, STX, I cashed out way too early. WDC, a little disappointing that I didn't get the full Monty down to 138. I'm out of that. But UVXY going green on a Friday, and you're looking at my beautiful face and you're not shorting this market right now, UVXY going green on a Friday? Do you even know what that means? Because if you don't know what that means, and you've been debating whether or not to be part of my chat room, or you thought, oh my God, this guy's a maniac, charging $5,000 to be in a chat room, that little tidbit of knowledge created $100,000 worth of opportunity today. Because if you didn't know about how important UVXY was, and maybe you never heard of UVXY, right? Now you do. And the only trade that's still on right now, and sadly I'm not in it, is the Reddit short. And you got yourself the 1 minute, the test, and now it's basically rolling over. And we're like in a slow motion crash right now. It's like the market's trying to go down, but every half an hour it tries not to go down, and then it just slowly goes back down, and then it tries to go back, and then it's just a slow motion crash right now. And hopefully we get the full Monty, which would be red across the board. Now, Wednesday? Thursday. I forgot what day. But we had a blow off top. And in a normal market, and when I say a normal market, a market that goes down once in a while. Because again, you guys understand we're trapped in a market that doesn't go down. But in a normal market, what you witnessed over the last 48 hours usually translates into some more selling. And if you get some gaps and they sell off and then they roll, that actually creates a downtrend. What? A downtrend, Kenny, in a market that never goes down? I know. Right now, it's forming. And I'm going to go out on a limb. I might say something that might be a little bewildering to you. The market might be down on Monday. What? I know. I know it's hard to believe in a market that never goes down. I'm going to say this market's going to go down, and it might go down big on Monday. Did I even say that out loud? I did. Because when the anomalies start to show up, as a trader that's been in the business for 30 years, you don't ignore. I won't be ignored, Dan. You're not going to ignore UVXY going green on a Friday because it never happens. But there it is. You're not going to ignore the fact that Apple gave up the gap and went negative, but there it is. You're not going to ignore the fact that STX just blew the top off and dropped 30 points. There it is. You're not going to ignore these things, are you? Well, you said the market never goes down. Well, now you're changing your tune. Yeah, after 27 years, I'm changing my tune. I think the market's going to go down on Monday. So what are you going to do about it? I personally am getting out of everything I own. I'm going to own one stock, and that would be the VICR because I'm in at a good price, and I do think it's going to go higher. But probably by November 3rd, I will have 0 shares of 0 stocks, 0 responsibilities, and I have 0 cares. And that's how I'm going to get. I'm not going to get short, but I'm definitely not going to own anything. And again, I've been talking about this for a long, long time. Generally, I don't like to own stocks. I don't like swing trading. I don't like doing anything other than the trade that works every single time. My problem is I tend to do other things and I get myself in trouble. I'm not coming back. I'm not going to come back unless the market crashes and gets hammered to the point where some of these stocks become, you know, too good to be true to buy. Oh, actively day trading forever. I'll never not day trade because I have a trade that works every time. And right now it's working. And on every trade, Reddit, Qs, Apple, Amazon, WDC, STX, and of course this HKD was like fun to trade. Oh yeah, I'll be doing this till my head explodes, which would be awesome if it happens when I'm doing a YouTube video. Holy shit! I don't know if that was real or not with AI and all. I think this guy's head just exploded right on the freaking video. I'm just gonna one day I'm just gonna like scanners and my head's just gonna blow up. But it's been it's like a slow motion crash. It's like really, I mean, it's the most grindiest down day. But when you see UVXY go green on a Friday, that is the powers that be that control the market are telling us something's up, something's changed. And I would say that's bad for the market. No, I mean, if you're a long only and you got a portfolio, yeah, you might be looking at some selling on Monday. But for us, the traders who are liquid and loving it, we're liquid and loving it. And this is it's going to go down as one of the best days. It's nothing like compared to Friday last week. I mean, there were some good winners, but there's no like 50 baggers today. But you don't need the 50 baggers. It's nice, but you just do what you got to do. I mean, some of these trades, if you nailed it at the exact right spot, I mean, let me see the Reddit, which is still working on the short. Let's see if you would have got again, there were no lotto plays. You're not going to get a cheap option on a $220 stock. Even if you went out to the 212s earlier, let's see what they cost. If you speculated, let's say, oh no, I'm wrong. Yeah, you could have got them at 20 cents. You probably would have paid 30, and now they're $1.55. I guess, but you had to take that shot. It really wasn't, it wasn't on our radar. We were just shorting the Reddit at the VWAP. But last week was nuts with the Clove and the Open and the Ford, because you need cheap stocks that don't really move to move on a Friday, and then you get those penny nickel options. And even the 630 puts, that we bought on the Qs, we wound up paying $1, and because the market's a little bit, these options are getting a little pricey because, we finally have a little volatility in the market, so they raised the price. I mean, you could have got them at 55. I wound up buying them at $1.28, and I sold them at 250, which isn't bad. I mean, doubling your money is usually good, but options on a Friday, doubling your money, that's usually the first part of the trade. And they did go to 350, but those nickels and dimes weren't the penny ones. Those are the ones you really make a lot of money on. But we got 2 hours to go, and Dow's red, SPYs kind of went red, Q's flirted with red. If we close red, I will actually say we will probably be, I can't even get the words out, probably be down on Monday. I know. Because here's the ironic part. We just entered the most bullish time of the year. 100%. 100%. The most bullish time of the year started October 27th. Suppose that's the, you know, buy in October, get your portfolio sober, or whatever they say. It'd be ironic if we had a bad November after we just made it through the September and October unscathed and we went up every day pretty much. But right now, again, it's very, 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 very hard to short the market because it just, you know, it doesn't want to go down. But it was a good day. Oh, by the way, I'm out of V Wave, so if it gets taken over on Monday, you know that I'm cursed. I sold all my V Wave today, the March 1250s. I still own SRAD, and I'm still gonna get out of the rest of my clove because they report earnings next week. I don't want to hold stocks into earnings reports anymore. I just don't want to be in stocks. Like I said, if the market crashes and I get to buy Palantir at 110 bucks again, I'm in. You know, the market crashes and I get to buy Nvidia again at 120, I'm in. But those would be 50% haircuts. I don't think we're cutting some of these stocks in 50%. And as I've been making this video, all we're doing is going up. Boo boo. But yeah, I'm just sitting here debating whether or not to just close up shop and go home. Oh, wait, I am home. I got nowhere to be. See, gets me in trouble. But happy Halloween. Enjoy your Reese's Pieces and your Kit Kats. I don't know if you have any kids that show up to your house. I have nobody ever comes to my house anymore. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. I used to love when the kids would come because I would scare the shit out of them with my Jason mask or my Mike Myers mask. I don't get that many fun anymore. Well, if you did show up last night, good to meet you. I hope you enjoyed the session. November is a good time to join. We're doing a class on November 22nd where I'm going to go over all the stuff that we trade and how to set your trades up and all that stuff. And if you join for the month, I'm probably going to be nice about it and throw the class in. I don't know. I'm debating. But it's a good time to join because you're going to get some free stuff. Free class November 22nd, Saturday session. And that's it. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't got my TikTok going, it's at Hit the Bid Radio on TikTok as well. And more importantly, if you have come to the chat room and you've experienced anything, even if you have something negative to say, which most people don't, but I would appreciate you posting some stuff on the videos. If you witnessed some of these trades, if you've been a part of what we've been doing. All right. Take care. Be safe out there if you're trick-or-treating or bombing. You guys go bombing? Remember those days? Egg bombing with shaving cream and eggs? I miss those days. All right, be safe, y'all. Is your class your month? You'd actually have to call in because we'd have to like put you on a special list. But if you want, it's Mary at stockmarketmedia.com. She'll take care of you. You just say, Kenny said I could get the class for free. Well, that's if you join for a month. Yeah, I'm probably let you in. Doesn't cost me anything. To be nice. All right. I'll see you when I see you. What we got? And remember, if anybody's looking to buy me birthday presents, next week's my birthday. I like Reposado tequila, weed, and silver coins. So there's your choice. Silver coins, weed, or Fortaleza. If you guys got a connection, love Fortaleza or Fortaleza. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's good. And I'll see you in Atlantic City tomorrow. Beep, beep. All right. Later.